Hello and welcome to our special show on year ender 2024. What has changed in the Jammu and Kashmir and what was required which has done. Hello and welcome to our special show on year ender 2024. What has changed in the Jammu and Kashmir and what was required which has done. Hello and welcome to our special show on year ender 2024. What has changed in the Jammu and Kashmir and what was required which has done happened in the Jammu and Kashmir. We will speak to the people over here, and we have with us Manik Batra, businessman, and Bupesh Gupta. Before I speak to them, I will definitely going to ask them that what has changed in last 12 months in Jammu and Kashmir. That is the big question, because that is what people want to know. I will speak to Manik Batra first. Manik, how do you see like things have changed in the Jammu and Kashmir in last 1 year?
See, if we talk about last 1 year, the biggest change has been that elections have happened after 10 years. So election have been a welcome step. We have an elected government. There was a political vacuum in J&K. And with the elected people, your elected representatives, people are more happy. The government becomes more approachable. So the biggest change and a positive big change has been that elections have happened. And we have elected government in place who is looking after the affairs.
I was also expecting the same, because that is something which has happened after 10 years. Assembly election has happened. So how you are expecting that people will be benefited after this election is happened?
See, with the elected representatives, like I said, people, they have problems. People have different expectations, but they are not, they come from different regions, not very easily accessible, because J&K, the terrain is very tough. So it's not very easy for everyone to travel to Jammu or Srinagar, which are, the main cities. So with their elected representatives, at least they can meet their elected representatives in their respective regions, and probably their, whatever their demands and everything is, will be looked after in a better way now.
We'll speak to you once again. We will speak to Bupesh. Bupesh, how do you see, like, what is the big change you have seen in last 1 year?
Like in last 1 year, if we see in J&K especially, we have witnessed the assembly elections. We have seen a major infrastructure development like Katra, Delhi-Amritsar Katra Express Highway that is coming up. If we see the industrialization, 28,000 industrial package was there, which is already exhausted, and we had demanded for an extension of this package up to 75,000 CR. Lake, what we were expecting since very long, that is about to
Artificial lake.
Artificial lake, people of Jammu is there. People are expecting very soon. A lot of other things has happened, like
since you are from the hotel industry, I'll ask my camera person to show you the development work which is going on. This is the express highway. So how this express highway is going to help the businessman community especially?
If we talk about the infrastructure and especially the highway, if we are all very aware that last year we only witnessed the pilgrimage and the tourists visiting Jammu and Mata Vaishno Devi and Amarnath Shrine Board crossed around 2 CR. And I think this year, with the help of these kinds of infrastructure, we are set to create a new record.
So you're expecting new records. Manik, you are associated with the health industry as well, and also you are running some automobile industry. So how do you think that Jammu and Kashmir, and especially the change which is happening here, that is going to help Jammu and Kashmir go with the rest of the country as far as the growth is concerned?
See, if I talk about growth, we are connected with the rest of the country. We've always been a part of the country. But with the infrastructure development happening, like Bupesh said, there are 2 crore visitors last year. We are expecting more visitors this year. And with the expressway coming in and the train reaching Srinagar, I think the potential for tourism is immense in J&K. J&K is one of the most preferred tourist destinations in India right now. And probably somewhere we need to work on developing some tourist circuits in Jammu division as well. Because if we talk about tourists coming to Srinagar, there are about 1 crore plus tourists coming every year to Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine here. But there is no real tourist circuit around Jammu that, we can retain those tourists within Jammu division. So we need to look at developing a tourist circuit. We request the government also also will put up a representation because the budget is also nearby. So we'll request the government to have it, think about a tourist circuit around Jammu city and Jammu division, within Jammu division, so that we can retain more tourists within Jammu. Because if you have 1 crore pilgrims visiting every year, if we are able to retain even 5 or 8% of those pilgrims into the city, that will be a huge boost to the economy.
Are you satisfied with the development, infrastructure development which is taking place here in the Jammu and Kashmir?
Yes.
Which was lacking. Do you believe that it was lacking in the past?
See, we have always been a landlocked state, so logistics and we have always had logistics problem in J&K. But with the new rail going up till Srinagar, the new expressway coming up from Delhi to Amritsar to Katra, and now we have this ICD also, Inland Container Depot also at Samba. So a lot of development has happened. And these things like ICD coming in will actually help us become an export-ready state as well.
I'm surprised that nobody is talking about the terrorism as well. So do you believe that decline in the terrorism is also helping the tourism industry and the hotel industry as well?
Definitely. Earlier, you have witnessed the J&K being considered as a terrorist state, and we were there with a lot of fake and ups. Now, if we compare the results with the last year, the previous years and this year, there is a lot of terrorism activity which has come down. So this gives a confidence to the tourists also to visit these kind of places, and
Sense of security actually.
sense of security. And Kashmir last year and this year has already witnessed that things.
So this expressway train to Kashmir is also going to create trouble for you people, with those who works and operate in the Jammu city. So how you are going to take up this issue with the government?
Definitely, with the help of these things, with the infrastructure development and train going to Kashmir, we expect some more tourists to be here, which will add on to a gap. And moreover, require something. We can't depend on only these things. We require a tourist circuit and development like Suchetgarh to be coming up, like Baga border, on the concept of Baga border. Tourist circuit is required, and lot of few things are required like Mansar development, Sanasar development, which are in demand from the long period. So with the development of these kind of things, I think we can cater all these requirements.
Manik, how you are tackling the things, because you have union government, LG, and you have state union government state.
Machinery has been running very smoothly. And I think, this elected government just recently came in. And I don't see that we have faced any major problems or the people were inaccessible and we were not able to talk to them. The government functioning is absolutely smooth in J&K since last 1 year, and they have worked a lot on getting investment into J&K. So with the new center,
I have seen you somewhere in the Gujarat as well. So what was that visit, and would you like to say something about this visit? Like, people were expecting that, but industry will come to Jammu and Kashmir. But what we have seen that you are traveling to Gujarat.
So I also happen to be the chairman for ASSOCHAM J&K Council. ASSOCHAM was one of the organizing bodies for the Vibrant Gujarat. So we had a J&K pavilion there, and surprisingly I was there. We all were there. Honorable LG Saab was there, Secretary Saab, everyone was there, and J&K pavilion had the maximum rush. So because we have the best scheme right now, it's the best scheme in the country to invest. The new central sector scheme, you had huge benefits on capital incentive, on your subsidies were there on the interest which you were taking loans from the bank, and there was provision up to benefits up to 300% on the GST.
And what about the response you got?
We got a very good response, and I think now we are hoping the scheme gets extended, because the previous scheme got exhausted and there are more people who are wanting to invest into J&K.
Bupesh, one last question. So what would you like to say to the government, that what need to be done which was missed this year?
Like, I think government has already taken care of a lot of things. For Jammu, I suggest to develop Suchetgarh on the concept of Baga border, to develop a tourist circuit, to develop Mansar, Sanasar lakes, and to have some connectivity, so that tourists coming to these states should have a reason to stay for a longer period, so that all the infrastructure development and other service providers, and especially hoteliers, can get a major revenue, which we think we will lose with the connectivity of railway going to Srinagar.
Thank you so much, Bupesh, for speaking with us, and Happy New Year in advance. Happy New Year, Manik. I believe that coming year will give us so many things. So this was our year-ender, and definitely we are expecting that whatever governments and people of the Jammu and Kashmir has done for the best of the Jammu and Kashmir is good, and we are expecting that in the coming time things will definitely move up. With Bandit Ajay, Jandyal, NewsX, Jammu.